If there's one thing I've learned about women in attraction, it's this. The moment you make the sun and put yourself in orbit, you're finished. You think you're proving love, being the gentleman she deserves, showing commitment. But the result? Her fire flickers out. She pulls away. She loses interest. She scrolls through her phone while you sit hoping for a sign. Yet the moment you stop orbiting, when you're not waiting for a text, not tailoring your every word to her mood, when you stop carrying that fragile, approval-chasing way, that's when the ground shifts under her feet. That's when she remembers why she was drawn to you in the first place. Society tricks you into thinking love is about constant proof. Movies glorify the man in the rain, soaked in cry with flowers, pouring his heart out, begging to be chosen. But movies never show what happens after. They don't show the pity in her eyes, the quiet contempt, the fading spark. Because when all your emotional energy screams, "You're above me, I will sacrifice everything to keep you," you become the exact role no woman wants. She doesn't want a butler. She wants a king. Kings don't kneel. Kings don't beg. Kings don't orbit apologetically around a smiling emoji. Think back to your own life. Maybe you drove the extra miles, picked her up, paid every bill, bent every preference, softened every opinion to avoid argument. You thought, if I show her I'm serious, if I anticipate her before she speaks, she will know I'm the one. But instead, resentment stirred in her, confusion consumed you, and in the end you were left pacing, wondering why your good efforts push her away. The truth is simple. Too much attention floods like excess water, drowning the very plant you try to grow. Imagine a man walking through a desert, lips cracked, searching for a bottle of water. One bottle is treasure, rare, valuable, life-saving. But if he suddenly stumbles on a flood, an endless wave soaking him to the waist, the original bottle no longer thrills him. It becomes ordinary, lost in abundance. Your obsession works the same way. When you hand a woman your entire identity on a platter, she doesn't see devotion. She sees excess. The scarcity that creates value disappears. The tragedy is this. Men often mistake care for obsession. They blur the line until they are not themselves anymore, but echoes of her moods. Flexibility turns into self-erasure. And the more they vanish, the more she drifts. Which brings us back to the paradox. Why does she only seem to love when you stop caring? Because stopping isn't cruelty. It's the removal of desperation she never asked you to give. Picture the common scene. She sends, "Hey." Old you drops the fork mid-bite, instantly crafting a careful, witty reply within seconds. She smiles faintly, then scrolls elsewhere. Knew you? You look at the screen, put the phone back down, finish your meal, and later you answer naturally when you feel present. Suddenly she wonders where your attention lies, maybe even shoots another message. That shift sparks attraction. It's not strategy, it's mindset. You aren't withholding. You're simply occupied in your own life. This is a difference. In old mode, her text is oxygen. In new mode, it's a bonus. The magnetism comes when she feels you could walk away without crumbling. Attraction isn't born from fear, but from independence. Of course, many men stumble here. They confuse independence with cruelty. They go cold, aloof, arrogant, withholding affection to teach a lesson. That isn't strength. It's insecurity dressed as armor. True strength doesn't choke off warmth. It gives freely without fear because it isn't rooted in hunger. A man who doesn't need approval doesn't need to prove detachment artificially. He simply is self-contained. Think of the man you were before she appeared, before her text dictated your mood, before her approval became your mirror. That man had vision. He had goals, laughter with his friends, sweat on his shirt from training, ideas firing after midnight. He wasn't preoccupied with curating himself for anyone. That raw identity, that storm, is the magnet she noticed in the first place. Women don't fall in love with servants. They fall for the man too alive to beg. Picture the bar. Music thumping, lights spilling red and blue. You sit laughing with friends, animated by your own jokes, your own rhythm. You don't even notice her arrival, but she notices you. The magnetism of a man absorbed in his world is impossible to ignore. Contrast. The desperate man sees her walk in, straightens urgently, waves too soon, stares too long, forces proximity, suffocates her with eagerness. Nothing he said was wrong, but everything he conveyed screamed one thing. You matter more to me than I matter to myself. And in that moment, whatever attraction existed evaporates. Do you see? Attraction is built not on convincing, not on selling your worth, but on embodying it unapologetically. The instant she senses you orbiting her, She loses appetite. She loves you more when you stop caring, because that's when your hierarchy restores itself. Love her, yes, but love your mission more. Without that order, everything collapses. Your self-respect first, her desire second. And it isn't that women are manipulative. It's deeper, evolutionary. For centuries, survival hinged on pair with a man who could withstand pressure, who wasn't dependent on her whims to breathe steadily. Women seek strength not only in body, but in centeredness. If your stability shatters with her distance, you signal insecurity. If you show you're grounded with or without her, she feels safe to lean into you. Yet the myths you've been fed keep you confused. Culture glorifies self-sacrifice. Movies dramatize endless pursuit. Love songs paint obsession as romance. But reality punishes it. Effort doesn't always land as love. Often, it lands as pressure. Too much perfume chokes instead of charms. Two paths are always open. In one, you chase endlessly. You text constantly, rearrange your life, lavish gifts, reassure endlessly, and watch her glance grow distant. In the other, you lead calmly. You answer when free. Keep your pace. Focus on your work. You're warm but unshaken. That's the path where she re-engages, where she invests, where she feels mystery again. And if she doesn't, then you've filtered out the wrong one. You've still won, because you discover the strength that frees you from manipulation. And yes, the cycle is cruel. The more you grip, the more she slips away. The moment you release, suddenly she remembers the inside joke, the old photo, the half excuse to reach out. Attraction is not random. It's the gravity of a centered man. But most men can't hold it. She drops a breadcrumb, and they throw themselves back into orbit. Within days, she's cold again. That isn't her fault. It's failure to stand firm after regaining your ground. The difference between boys and men lies right there. Boys obey their phones, sweating at every ping. Men see the ping, smirk, and choose whether they care to respond. And here's the knife edge. She only admires you when she knows you can walk away. If she feels sure you'll cling no matter what, the attraction dies. She might keep you around for comfort, but passion requires uncertainty. Women don't secretly dream of the servant. They dream of the storm, because the storm makes them feel alive. So here's the ultimate test. When she pushes, withdraws, resists, when she ignores, can you stand unbothered? Not in bitterness, not aloofness, but calm rootedness? If you crumble, it's over. If you stand steady, she feels the urgency to keep pace with you. Understand how her psychology reads your behavior. Cancel plans for her, and she doesn't think sweet. She thinks aimless. Reply in seconds every time, and she doesn't think attentive. She thinks nothing else needs him. But keep training, keep grinding, keep laughing with your people, and eventually she realizes, if I don't pull my weight here, I'll lose a man whose time is precious. That tension fuels her desire more than any gift or poem. And no, you can't fake it. Women detect obsession instantly. If your life is empty aside from her, no script hides it. Independence cannot be rehearsed. It must be lived. Hit the gym because you demand power from yourself. Work your craft because purpose fuels you more than approval. Build friendships and brotherhoods because laughter sharpens you. That authenticity bleeds through. The paradox is savage yet simple. She feels her strongest desire when you no longer need her. She wants clarity when you are uncertain. She hungers when she doubts if she fully has you. It's not manipulation. It's human nature. Scarcity awakens urgency. Certainty breeds laziness. She only loves when you stop caring, because only then do you live from strength, not hunger. So check yourself. Which man are you? The one waiting anxiously by the phone, or the one she waits to hear back from? The man bending, twisting, rehearsing, or the man walking so steadily that she has to speed up to follow? Are you orbiting endlessly, or are you burning at your center, radiating heat? There's no middle space. Anything in between smells of need. And the closing truth is harsh. You never win her back by begging. You never revive love through confession or pursuit. You win her by forgetting you ever lost her. The moment you are whole, busy, thriving regardless, she notices. The instant you no longer crave her return, gravity flips, and suddenly she feels pulled again. And here's the irony. By then, you won't even care if she comes back. Because the man who doesn't care is the man she can't escape.